Here is the statement that was approved by the majority of lay people and bishops, demanding the one holy, Catholic, and Apostolic Church change her divine teaching on sex. The gift, the creation that the Holy Trinity made so that a man and a woman could enter into the bond of holy matrimony and procreate children. Remember that? Genesis, Adam and Eve. Now you can use those sexual organs in a way to pleasure yourself with really anybody without marriage, without matrimony, without the openness to procreate the babies. And they're demanding that sexual lifestyle, we could call it sexual chaos because there's no rules, no order. They demand that be okay. Here's the statement that received the majority vote, including the bishops. Same-sex sexuality, also realized in sexual acts, is thus not a sin that separates us from God, and it is not to be judged as intrinsically evil, end quote. The men in Germany who claim to be successors of the 12 holy apostles, we're going to read some of what the holy apostles said in the New Testament. These men, they're saying that the catechism of the Catholic Church is fallible, should be revised. Now, the German Synodal Way had 71% voting in favor of the text that you see on the screen right now. I'm going to read you a report from LifeSite News on the process and how it went down. It says, on the first day of the assembly, the progressive forces keen on changing church teaching suffered a setback as a key document was unexpectedly rejected by a significant blocking minority of bishops. These 21 German bishops had voted in secret ballot against a document that aimed at changing the church's moral teaching on homosexuality, contraception, and gender identity. Following their disappointment, the progressives dominating the German synodal path were shocked and spoke of disaster and treason. Y'all are trying to change the 2,000-year teaching of the Roman Catholic Church. And when you don't get your way the first round, you speak of treason. We've got all these people like James Martin, a bunch of Karens and Susan on the parish council. They're coming to this religion and they're saying, we feel that Catholicism should change and conform to what we want. And when people say, well, no, that's not really what Catholicism teaches. You know, if you want to go and be a Unitarian Universalist, you want to be a Wiccan, you can be a Church of Satan. They do all that. But in our religion, that's not what we do. They have a hissy fit and accuse us of treason. They complain that some bishops were secret blockers who did not say openly what they think. Following the result of this vote, the head of the German Bishops' Conference attempted to put pressure on the dissenting secret blockers by removing the secret ballot and replacing it with a show of hands. If you're going to be anti-changing the doctrine, we're going to expose you to the public. And it worked. A bunch of yellow-bellied, cowardly, effeminate, fearful bishops could hold the line when it was an anonymous secret ballot. But when it came to the public, where you had to put your hands up for Jesus, no threat of martyrdom, but the resistance fell apart when they actually had to put their hand up for what they believe.